Hello folks, welcome to another installment of the Southern Prospector Show. Today we're taking you prospecting in eastern Blount County, just on the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. We found a little stream here that people have built a few structures around and everything. And I bet you what most of them don't know is there's gold in this stream. We've prospected this stream the past week and have found some pretty nice sized little pieces of fine gold. Not going to get rich, but we're going to find you all some gold today in Blount County, Tennessee. Well, the reason we picked this particular spot in this stream, as you'll be able to see in some of the footage, there's a lot of rocks here, a lot of exposed bedrock. Of course, the gold traveling along and washing down, it penetrates through the soil and overburden down to the point where the bedrock stops it. Once gold meets bedrock, due to its specific gravity being so heavy, it has to travel along that bedrock until it finds a nook or a cranny or a crevice to become lodged in. What you want to look for when you're prospecting for gold is your bedrock. And you can find what's called flood gold in the bank sometimes. In Indiana, sometimes we even wash roots out of vegetation to try to get the gold out of the roots that have collected in there. But you're going to get that really super fine gold when you do that. The gold here in Tennessee is chunkier, and I've noticed in several of the streams there's a lot of fine flour gold, but now there's also a lot of coarse gold, and what that tells us is that it's really close to the host rock. You can walk here in the stream and find rock. This is rock that come out of old Mother Earth, not too far from here. And this being a volcanic uplift region, there's a lot of metamorphic and a lot of igneous and volcanic type rocks. And what we're finding in these rocks, I don't know if you can get this on camera here or not, but you're finding a lot of rocks with quartz stringers in them. And of course, as you all know, quartz carries the gold. So when you find rocks that have quartz debris in them or quartz stringers in them, you're getting close to an area that can contain gold, and hopefully you're inching closer to that mother lode. Now, the reason we've chose this particular stream to look in is because there's a whole lot of volcanic type rocks around here. You've also got some shales, and a lot of these carry quartz. What you want to look for, of course, as you well know, the quartz often is associated with gold. I'll bring this up here to the camera and let you look at it. You'll notice in this rock there's a whole lot of quartz stringers in the rock. And what this is telling us, we're very close to an area that this rock came from because of the size of it. When we flip this rock over, you'll notice that there's all kinds of quartz veins in this rock. Now, if this was a gold-bearing rock, the quartz would highly likely be on the edges of this quartz, or maybe even disseminated throughout the quartz, basically like putting sugar in Kool-Aid and then stirring it up and the sugar disappears. So there can be gold in this very rock. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take our natural riffles here on this bedrock, and we're going to shovel some of the material into a classifier. And this is going to help us classify our material down, and hopefully, once we run this classified material through our sluice box, we're going to find some gold. What makes this a good spot, I can already tell, there's a whole lot of black sand in my shovel in this material. We can see the black sand just when you swish it around. That's letting us know if it could